Oh, what's going on, YouTubers? For ladies and gentlemen, it's the Natural Scream Thriller, and welcome everyone to All Elite Wrestling Review, the show from September 15th, 2021. This will be your AEW Dynamite results. Your commentators was the returning Excalibur after getting married on that week, after the All Out Fallout, where you also had Tony Schiavone and good old J.R. Russell commentary, and someone else ends up being on commentary as well on here, which we'll get to. So, they were in Newark, New Jersey, at the Prudential Center. Try to say that 5 times fast. Anyways, but CM Punk comes out, and he welcomes himself to the fans, and all that. He's happy, excited, and all that. Then we get to Punk joined on commentary along with Excalibur, Jim Ross, and Tony Schiavone. The opening match we get was Adam Cole, baby, because it's all about that boom versus the Elite Hunter, Frankie Kazarian. And the match I thought was pretty damn good. Obviously, it's Adam Cole, and also it's Frankie Kazarian. Both guys are pretty good. But Adam Cole, he's on another level. Pertains to what he does in the ring. Not taking away from Frankie Kazarian, because he's great. He's always been great. And he was the right opponent for Adam Cole's first opponent here. And obviously, Adam Cole got the win. And I thought, when it comes to him doing the Paramount Sunrise, I thought he won with that move instead. It ends up being just a setup move for him to do the last shot, Shining Wizard, which later on ends up being called Boom. They changed it to basically called Boom. For those obviously if you watch NXT during his time, his theme song pertains to the 1 second. Let me get this out of the way. There we go. Sorry about that. But what pertains to his theme song of the Undisputed Era is pertains to, you know, dun 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 dun, boom. And yeah, and pertains to his theme song here for All Elite Wrestling. You know it's all about that boom, Adam Cole, baby. You know it's all about that boom. Great theme song, by the way. It's similar to the Undisputed Era theme. When you think about it, we listen to it basically. I love it. It's great. It's got more lyrics in there than what WWE did, because WWE just want even Braun and Bar putting more lyrics into their songs for their wrestlers, like the whole thing with FTR and Rich Swann. I could name other few as well. I mean, they've done before in the past, like with Sheamus' written in his face. I mean, you got John Cena where it's his rap, his turbo rap, you know. I don't know. I don't get it. Hell, even Dragon Gargano's theme where it tends to this rebel heart. It's same lyrics every time when you hear it. Even with pertains to basically theme songs too as well, pertains to Tommaso Ciampa. No one will survive, and he says some other things too. It's the same lyrics. They keep repeating it every time. So at least with AEW here, Adam Cole, we got some lyrics here for pertains to on the theme song of all about that boom. It really got some nice booming to it, so it's great. But not to take away the Undisputed Era theme of Adam Cole, but this is a better fitting for Adam Cole's theme, especially the other theme that he had when after the whole Undisputed Era ended from the NXT, where I thought it was alright, but some people did not like it. They thought it was just trash, but I thought it was alright. I think cause again I guess you have to have to watch NXT weekly to get sick of that theme, but that's just me. I digress. But yeah, but Adam Cole, that's the name of his move now. The final shot that which is the Shining Wizard that he does, to the back of his opponents. It's called Boom because you know it's all about that boom. Adam Cole, baby. Just saying. But yeah, but Adam Cole got the win. After the match, Adam Cole says, "Who's ready for story time with Adam Cole, baby?" So he says that hope is a dangerous thing, and that the AEW locker room hopes it keeps up with the elite, but that isn't going to happen. He says he has only been here for a few weeks, and there are already 3 guys where it tends to who's getting under his skin. One of them ends up being Christian Cage, the other one is Jurassic Express, and the other one Jungle Boy. And basically challenges them to a trios match on Rampage, which is the Rampage shows that I went to. That was in Arthur Ashe Stadium, which I'll get to that review when I get to it. Basically, it's going to be Christian Cage and Jungle Express of Luchasaurus and Jungle Boy versus the Young Bucks and Adam Cole, baby, the Super Click. And since the Super Click is back, baby, and that was it. And that was story time with Adam Cole, baby. Because you know it's all about that boom. Adam Cole, baby. Just saying. But yeah, very good promo there from Adam Cole. He's a great talker. Lucha Bros talks about cutting a promo on the Butcher and the Blade. Said that they used to be brothers, but now they are enemies. Penta says if they want to take their titles, they'll have to sweat, cry, and bled to take the titles from them on Rampage. And we'll get to it when we get to it. But yeah, good match. I mean, I meant to say good promo. I meant to say from the Lucha Bros. Basically, it was a video promo. That's basically what it was. But I sent out the kind of promo as well, so it was good. Tony Schiavone, he interviews Fuego del Sol and Sammy Guevara backstage. Fuego del Sol said he will trade anything to be a TNT champion. He said he will challenge Miro at Rampage, and he'll put his keys to his car on the line. And that was it. And we'll get to when we get to Rampage. For that review. MJF comes out with Warlow. MJF says that everyone has so sympathetic for Crying Brian. The whole Flying Brian, now Crying Brian. Clever. Says they should be sympathy, sympathize for MJF because he has to be in the armpit of America of right now, which is in New Jersey. Says that he was smartened up by some words of his might have offended people from the last time. Said that he just wants everyone to know he doesn't care. MJF says that he is a religion man and he feels like he needs to have a word with the late great Brian Pillman. So he starts looking in the sky, but then he started looking. He says, he said, "Oh, who am I kidding?" And he starts looking down. He's like, he looks down to the ground and says, "I'd like to have a word with you, Mr. Brian Pillman," whatever it's like that. Like, oh my God, MJF. This reminds me of the whole thing with Eddie Guerrero, the whole thing with A up in heaven, the A's down there in hell. That's what it reminds me of. Except this is MJF's work. I guarantee that was MJF's work there. I guarantee it wasn't the company. They probably didn't even know that he was even going to do that. But hey, it worked though. And she says that Pillman's son shows up to Dynamite, and he will massacre him. Well, since to bring an Arthur Ashe Stadium, which we'll get to that. So Brian Pillman Jr.'s music hit. He goes, MJF tells Warlord to go meet him up on the station, right? Once he said that, it's like, yeah, we knew he wasn't gonna be on stage. We knew he's gonna be sneaking up on Brian Pillman Jr. was gonna sneak up on MJF somewhere, surrounding the ring, and he did. So he attacks. He goes up after MJF in the ring. Wardlow runs back in there, but yeah, Brian Pillman Jr. has a steel chair. Pillman slaps Wardlow because the steel chair wasn't working, I guess. Wardlow goes after Pillman. Pillman sidesteps him as he goes over the ropes. You know that whole trick, that they always do with these big guys. Brian Pillman Jr. grabs the steel chair again. MJF, he's going to get hit with it, but then MJF retreats, and Wardlow, along with him retreats as well, and that was it. So yeah, they're really building up Brian Pillman Jr. here, and I love it. I'm glad they're doing that for him. Jim Ross, he conducts a sit-down interview with Brian Pillman Jr. from earlier on that day. Ross says that he was embarrassed for Pillman and his dad where it pertains to everything that's happened, and asks how is he going to redeem himself. He tells Pillman he wants to see him whip MJF's asses, because he's it's one of those things, So Brian Pillman says that Ross knows his family history as well as everyone else, and feels like he let his dad down. Pillman says that MJF was waking up, mashing growing up, and he was fighting for his life. Basically, referencing MJF wakes up in Mashins while Brian Pillman Jr. Has to fight for his life, which is true. He says that he and MJF are not the same and has never been in the ring with one another. He says that he won't be stepping in the ring with just a man, with any man. He's stepping in the ring with a Pillman. And there you go. It was a good promo. A good sit-down interview of Brian Pillman Jr. with good Jim Ross. I'm pretty sure he's done this before plenty of times with Brian Pillman during those times as well. So, but yeah, this was pretty good, and helping up Brian Pillman Jr. to be established, because not everyone knows who he is, and not everyone knows that he's the father, the son, I should say, of Brian Pillman Jr. Brian Pillman Sr. I should say. So there you go. Moving on. Okay, let's see. Oh yeah, Jurassic Express and Christian Cage, they basically accept the challenge. So then, nothing to say about that. There you go. FTR with Tully Blanchard versus Matt Sydal and Dante Martin. I see myself. Why was Mike? I meant to say. Why was Mike Sydal ain't there? But it's whatever. But the match itself was pretty decent. But no, FTR going up against Sting and Darby Allin, which we'll get to that when we get to it. So it was a good match. And FTR wins, obviously. Then we get to Lance Archer, who rants about the horrendous Minoru Suzuki incident, and says that Moxley has the deck stacked in his favor, but that won't happen next what tends to them wrestling on Dynamite, on the Grand Slam. They will face they will face to face he and Suzuki together. Basically, we're tends to Eddie Kingston as well with Jon Moxley. So, and there you go. That was it. Nothing to say about that still. And I apologize for the sirens, by the way. That should have been the part where I should have paused. Malachi Black, he comes out and says that there is an enemy in the midst, and points out. He points out to Rosita Dawson, the actress, and I was shocked that she was there because they didn't say anything about her being there. So Rosita Dawson was there, and she was wearing the hoodie of Cody Rhodes, and basically she leaves, her seat, goes to the guardrail, and I say to myself, wait, how? She's not allowed to do that. Like, where's the securities? I don't care if you are a celebrity. You're in there as a fan, a guest, and you don't do that. If that's the case, then any fan could have just done that. Given that logic. And then Clay Rose comes out. He's wearing a red suit, by the way. He's coming down from the alleyway. I mean, not the alleyway. From the crowd. I said, so wait, why is he coming from the crowd? Like that was a place to come from. And then Rosia Dawson goes up on top of Malachi Black, choking him, whatever. And then Clay Rose goes after Malachi Black and all that, and Rosia Dawson takes a bump, and like, what the fuck is this? And then they start fighting, Malachi Black and Clay Rose into the crowd, where we saw Grimm from Grimm Toy Store, or Grimm Experience, where his YouTube channel is now. But Grimm, basically, I know him best well as Grimm's Toy Story. I mean, Grimm's Toy Show. I meant to say Grimm's Toy Story. Yeah, that should be something that he should do too, by the way. I was shocked he was there. And on top of that, he was wearing a John Cena t-shirt. Which, by the way, fuck John Cena. Can't wait for that Asylum show to talk about the Dark Side of the Ring of Chris Kanyon. Fuck John Cena. He sucks. So anyways. So they're fighting into the crowd. And then they got all the way up to there, and that was it. That was done. This was weird. This was awkward. But whatever. It was whatever. I don't know what's more awkward. The whole thing what happened that whole segment, or Malachi Black's hoodie looking like he's part of a KKK. I know that was supposed to be the design, but it wasn't that much of a KKK hoodie, but it seems like it, if you get my drift there. I cuts a promo on Anna Jay. Basically, it's a video promo, but she cuts a promo on Anna Jay and says that she wouldn't have attacked Anna Jay if she hadn't gotten in her way to begin with, and they will face each other on Rampage, which we'll get to that. Anna Jay is with the Dark Order at this point. Yeah, I didn't care about what Ali, the boy had to say. She has lost any type of interest I ever had of her. So, but Anna Jay is with the Dark Order, and Evil Uno says that he will lead the the way for her. Alex Reynolds comes up. A little too late for that, but as I was trying to say, Alex Reynolds runs up. Basically, he's back now, and basically he walks up and taunts Evil Uno, and Dark Order starts arguing again. Anna Jay says that if they don't get it together, she doesn't want them in the corner against Ali, the bunny, and they go. That was it. Yeah, but it was whatever, the promo. American Top Team in the ring with Scorpio Sky and Ethan Page. Yeah, Dan Lambert taunts the fans and everything about midget dorks, I meant to say, versus to the AEW roster. Doing dirty super kicks, dumping on their style, whatever. And then Chris Jericho and Jake Hager comes out. And so why are they getting involved? So this is something for Chris Jericho to do here. I don't get it. But this is what they did here. Chris Jericho came out there from Jake Hager. And basically they teased to fight them. And then American Top Team said, how about we wait until, Ultra Stadium, whatever. And like, why do I care about this? I really don't care about this. I thought it was going to be something great with the American Top Team here. But everybody lost his luster after you have Ethan Page and Scorpio Sky join along with them. For whatever fucking reason. Yeah, so I already lost interest at this point. Alright, anyways. Oh yeah, here we go. Finally, we get something from the Gun Club here. The Gun Club did a video promo of why they attacked Paul White. And this is their response. Billy Gunn says they did it because they are tired of being overlooked. He also says that they are going to take the respect back, and they earn, and anyone that has a problem with that, you know, they could tell it to them, and that was it. Overlooked, huh? And their response of, to get their attention to by showing AW that they've been overlooked is by attacking Paul White. Jay Cargill with Mark Sterling versus legit Layla Hirsch. I thought the match was good between these two. And in the end, it was Jay Cargill winning because of course she did. Because she's being built. She's one that's being built up. Layla Hirsch, she's already been she's been there all longer before her. So, but hey, Jay Cargill is the one that they're focusing on. So, and Layla Hirsch was there to make her look good, and she did. So yeah, and Jay Cargill is going to keep learning, to get better out of this. Especially we're working with with a legit Layla Hirsch. So. Andrade El Idolo. He says that Chavo lied to him because he doesn't respect Andrade. And he says that he never gave Chavo Guerrero orders to interfere in his match. And then also gets pissed off to his assistant because, you help me, because you also help me too. And like, why would you do that? So then he says, he didn't betray him, by the way. He still got his assistant with him. And he says, he is the kingpin, not Chavo Guerrero Jr. And says that he can beat Pac and anyone else when he wants, and that was it. So in a way, they kind of had a lot some kind of logic for that one. Hopefully we get Chavo Guerrero back, or maybe get someone better, and not Ric Flair. AEW should have nothing to do with Ric Flair. After what happened on those episodes of Dark Side of the Ring, where it changed to the Planet from Hell and with Chris Kanyon. Taz comes out. He's bitching to CM Punk because he felt like CM Punk took his job of his commentary gig. And Hulk comes out too as well. So CM Punk stands up between these two. And I asked him, so okay, where's Powerhouse Hobbs? And sure enough, he came from behind, just like CM Punk, puts him through a table except for one thing, and then go through. That kind of sucked. Oh my god. And then CM Punk confronted Powerhouse Hobbs backstage and told him, because of what he did there, he said to him, "You can't tell me that you did that on purpose because you've done it so many times already. You either say that you're dumb as fuck and you suck, or you did it on purpose." And Powerhouse says, "I'm dumb as fuck. I'm sorry." I'm just kidding. That's not what happened. No, it just didn't happen. The table didn't break through. What can you do? Shit happens. And plus, your Punk wasn't that bad hurt. So, it was unfortunate. So, but there you go. That just been that matchup between these two, CM Punk and Powerhouse Hobbs for Rampage at Arthur Stadium, which I did watch, and I'll get to it when I get to it. Not only I watched it, but I watched it live and in person. Shawn Spears cuts a promo about Darby Allin, and he points out that he is the one that handed Darby Allin's first loss in AEW, which no one even remembers anyways until he brought it up back in 2019 from the Fight for the Fallen. Was it Fight for the Fallen? Or was it? Yes, Fight for the Fallen. I remember now. Yeah, and he did. It was a 6-man tag match. I believe it was a 6-man tag match, if I'm not mistaken. But yeah, I digress. But yeah, but it was that was his first loss there on AEW against Shawn Spears. That was when they built up Shawn Spears against Cody Rhodes at the time. And we don't know what happened with that one. But there you go. And then we get to the match. The chairman, Shawn Spears, with Tully Blanchard versus Darby Allin with Sting. Match happens, ends up being a pretty good match. I don't remember if Shawn Spears was bleeding in this match. I don't recall if he was bleeding or not in this match. So, I don't know. And maybe it's some wasn't it? Oh yeah, it was Sammy Guevara. Of course, it was during the feud with Sammy Guevara. Of course. Wow. Sorry about that, folks. They're having a good match though. Either way. In the end, it was Darby Allin winning because of course he was gonna win. Yeah, Shawn Spears. He's basically the jobber of jobbers of AEW. That is a shame too. But hey, AC's a strong jobber though. A strong jobber I'll be pushing on Dynamite and on Rampage. After the match though, FTR is in the ring, starts brawling with Darby Allin and Sting. Tully Blanchard had a steel chair to hit with Sting, but Sting no sold it. And then also FTR attacked Sting, and then they took out Sting with a spike pile driver. And they rubbed up and they also Tully Blanchard rubbed up the face of a Sting, and Darby Allin too. Basically taking away all their superpowers because of their war paints. That's basically what it was. So Bryan Danielson, the American Dragon. Yes. He says that, the way the Elite acts and dresses, screams insecurity. He says he knows how Kenny Omega is and has seen how great he is. He's excited to get in the ring with him. He wants the first match in AEW to be against Kenny Omega. And also we get Bryan Danielson. Yeah, that was a real promo by the way that was done. And then we get to Bryan Danielson come into the ring to be interviewed by Tony Schiavone. So as we get ready to have this interview going on, Don Callis comes out with Kenny Omega. So basically no interview time for Tony Schiavone once again. Like that's always been the pattern every time when they do this. But Don Callis says that he has been listening to the crap about Bryan Danielson all week. He says Bryan Danielson, the hippie millionaire and a son of a bitch, basically taunts Bryan Danielson about his comment about the reason he came to AEW was because he was the best for wrestling, and people call me a corny piece of shit. He basically Don Callis was mocking that whole thing. So says that Omega told him that Danielson really think like that so callous. Oh, sorry. Did I skip the sentence here? Okay, no. He says that Omega told him that Danielson really thinks like that. So Callis says that he must be a mark then. Instead. So Bryan Danielson screams at Don Callis to shut up. And I agree. He says he's here to talk to Kenny Omega, not you. And Bryan Danielson says someday this will be about the title, but right now it's about who's better and basically challenges Kenny Omega to a match. Don Callis refuses, and Danielson calls him a piece of shit and tells him to shut up and let Omega speak for himself. Bryan Danielson says that he came to AEW to face the best bout machine, but all he's seen is a guy that hangs with a bunch of goofy stooges and lets a piece of shit talk for him. Thank you, Bryan Danielson. He ain't wrong. So, Kenny Omega does speaks and gets him the match. He agrees. You get to face me and all. So that's basically what it was. Great. It was great. Great. It was all great. Minus Don Callis. I mean, he's great. Richards, heel heat and everything to get that type of heat and all that. But at the same time, yeah, enough of this shit now. Let Kenny Omega be the guy to to do all talking and to be booked strong now. Let Kenny Omega get away from all that goofiness shitness in the ray, because that's the reason why that his heel run, his title run has been failing. It's because of Don Callis and the Young Bucks and the Good Brothers, or should I say the Good for Nothing Brothers, and all the goofy shit that they got along with them. With Naka, get the fuck off my TV, and Michael Nakazawa, and Brandon Cutler. So yeah, I'm glad that happened, and it did lead to a great match between Kenny Omega and Bryan Danielson, which I'll talk about when I talk about it. Miro, the Redeemer, he cuts a promo about that everyone has a redeemed. So far, they have moved on, and they have all been smart enough not to step up to him again. Says that he is going to bash Fuego del Sol's brain and bash his car too. And there you go. Good promo there by Miro, by the way. Jon Moxley and Eddie Kingston versus 2.0, which is Matt Lee and Jeff. Forgot his last name. Oh, Jeff Parker. Being covered by Daniel Garcia. And the match happens, ends up being a squash. Moxley and Kingston wins. There you go. After the match, Minoru Suzuki comes out with Lance Archer. This time we got to hear the full theme music of theme song of Minoru Suzuki. Oh yeah, I forgot. Minoru Suzuki came out, and then Lance Archer came out from the crowd though. Basically, it was a setup, to be up on Moxley and Kingston and the show, and that's exactly what happened. And we all know who's going to win that one, and we'll get to it when we get to it. But there you go. That was AEW Dynamite. Returns to the home show edition for AEW Dynamite Grand Slam, and I'll save the Rampage one for when I get the Rampage review. But yeah, that will include your AEW Dynamite review. 12 of my matches were 5 matches, and my overall rating for the show. I don't remember if I was on. I think I was, if I recall, on Wrestling Taku's, for Shooter's channel or whatever, doing the live reaction of Dynamite. I don't recall if I did or not, but I don't recall what my overall rating of the show was, but I'm gonna give it a 7 out of 10. Good show though, good show. And in fact, let me see. I think I give it a 7.5 out of 10, if I'm not mistaken. Either from there or 8 out of 10. But because this is my channel, 8 out of 10. I'll give it 8 out of 10. I thought it was a good, enjoyable show for me to watch. So, and that being said, thank you for watching. I will do my Rampage review. To do more on these catching ups to do what seems to All Elite Wrestling. So, for its natural scream thriller, saying peace on the streets. Y'all take care.